So friends, we are headed into Epcot today to take a look at the Taste of International Festival of the Arts, or as some people like to call it, IFARTS. Don't ask me. I didn't give it that nickname. Super excited to check out the fountain with the new additives. There's actually a permanent pass holder line that I'm just noticing as well, which is super nice. And of course we're gonna try some food and drinks, which is always awesome. So let's head inside and check it out. So this is the new pass holder line and it is right at the front of the park. And my suggestion for every festival, pick up your Festival of the Arts pamphlet, and it's actually its 5th anniversary. So 5 years this festival has been going on. So the fountain is now open and it's got the new like crystal glass spires. And these spires are way bigger than I thought they were. Also, it feels so good to have this middle area opened back up and you can actually have a nice flow of traffic through the main entrance of the park. I think these are probably like, so the outside the top of the fountain's maybe 6 feet tall. And these were probably another 12 to 15 feet on top of it. These spires are absolutely huge. Way bigger than I thought they would be. Bridgette for scale. I'm 5.5 feet tall. Now it's time for my favorite thing in Epcot. Spaceship Earth. Near and dear to my heart. Actually helped me pass one of my college courses, which is kind of a unique thing. I was a communication major. It's the history of communication, so it worked out perfectly. 5-minute wait, let's do this. So fun fact, when I was growing up, these lights and the way they're situated, I thought they were stadium seats. And I could never understand why they had stadium seats here.
Watch your step.
So over kind of by test track off on that walking path, they have an area filled with different galleries. This is all Wyland galleries, which is pretty interesting. It's very like nautical themed. And there's also Louis Sotil, we'll go with that, which is also pretty neat. So for our first dish, we stopped at El Artista Hambriento, the booth in Mexico. And I got the pork belly pastor, which is pastor marinated pork belly atop of a boniato puree with charred pineapple and crispy cilantro. I don't know what boniato is, but it looks good. It kind of looks like mashed yuca. It looks really good though. I'm super excited to try it. I love pork belly, so this is right up there. And this was $7.50, I think. So let's get some of the pineapple, some boniato, and the pork belly. Interesting. Very smoky flavor, which I like. Not spicy at all, so you don't have to worry about it being spicy. I'm trying to figure out the texture. It's very similar to like mashed yuca or mashed parsnips almost. I can't figure out what it is though, but pretty good and pretty tasty. So after having the dish, it's a really good size. However, I don't know if we just got a bad piece of pork belly, but ours was so chewy. And normally I'm used to having pork belly, it's almost like melts in your mouth, more like bacon. So for $7.50 it was kind of like a high price for a kind of meh dish. So I don't know if I would get it again. Like I said, not that it was bad, but it was just kind of okay. So for the deconstructed dish, we are trying one of my all-time favorite items from this festival, the deconstructed strawberry cheesecake. So the deconstructed cheesecake is a whipped New York style cheesecake with fresh Florida strawberries and sugar cookies. So this is what it looks like. And what's interesting, and I'll try to include a photo, but the sauce is actually glittery. So we're gonna take one of the cookies. We're gonna take a little bit of this cheesecake mixture with the pearls. We'll layer that on top. This is how I like to do it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is how I like to do it. Then I take one of the strawberries, and I throw it on my hand. You can actually see on my fingernail how sparkly that sauce is. And now we're gonna try it. There's nothing better fresh Florida strawberries, and some good cheesecake. This is a super simple dish. If you have kids, I'm sure they would love it. Like, you can't go wrong. I think they've had this every year at the festival. Yes, they've had this every year at the festival, and every year it's amazing. The other item we got is the deconstructed breakfast, which is chai tea. It's a chai tea shake with maple syrup garnished with a waffle crisp, which is sunk into ours, and candied bacon. And this is the non-alcoholic version. They do also have an alcoholic version. Okay, what's really cool, it's right over here. I'll include a photo. They actually give you the instructions on how to make it at home. But we're gonna try this. This is my first time trying this. Super good. I didn't get any of the waffle crisp because it's kind of just like sunk right in. If you like chai tea and you like breakfasty type stuff, hits the spot. It is awesome. And this, the non-alcoholic version, is only $4.50. And it's honestly pretty rich, while the deconstructed strawberry cheesecake is about $6.25, which honestly is a pretty good value for how many strawberries and how much you get on this platter. So honestly, both of those items were great. The strawberry cheesecake will always be a favorite of mine. The shake was really good also. It's definitely a unique take on like deconstructed breakfast, which is pretty neat. I don't know where we're heading now. So from France, we have one of my all-time favorite festival dishes. It is the brie in a bread bowl. Basically, it is so yummy. Last year it came with a cute little like top of the bread on it with like a burnt image on it, which that didn't really matter to me because I just ate it. So super excited. I know over the weekend this is sold out, so if you're coming on weekends, some items may sell out. Actually, when we were over at where we got the pork belly, we were gonna get the chocolate taco, completely sold out. So a little frustrating. If there's things that you are very dedicated to wanting to have, get here early on your reservation day. So I'm gonna try the brie by itself. I love it. I prefer this to the Swiss bread bowl that we had during Festival of the Holidays. This is much milder and very flavorful. And honestly, like, how can you go wrong with cheese and bread? Like, this is stuffed to the britches. This probably weighs a quarter of a pound, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for something this size, I feel like that's a pretty good amount. This also was $8, which is a little bit pricey, but brie can be on the more expensive side. And this is one of my favorite dishes, so I'm okay with spending a little bit more on it. So due to the brie bowl not having the like little lid on it this year, it made it kind of hard to eat because there was nothing to like eat it with. You kind of had to like cut up the bread bowl, and then like the cheese is so melty and delicious that like it was kind of going all over the place. So it's a little difficult to eat, but definitely delicious. A little pricey for $8, but it's so filling that I kind of can justify it. It's a very substantial snack to keep you throughout the day. We are actually, I'm keeping our seat right now, and we have gone and got some things from one of the new booths this year, which is Vibrante and Vivido Food Studio, which literally means vibrant and vivid. And we are getting quite a few items actually. One of them being the passion fruit mousse, and the other being the coconut and passion fruit smoothie. So super excited to try both of these. So from Vibrant and Vivido, we got the coconut passion fruit smoothie, which was $4.50. And look at this. Look how adorable it is. It comes in this little souvenir cup. It is plastic, but I'm okay with that because figuring out how to lug around a glass cup around the World Showcase might not be fun. But super cute. And I can't wait to give it a try. It's honestly about the size of like a can of like Coca-Cola. That's really nice and refreshing. It almost tastes like you're drinking sherbet. Like, it's so refreshing. I really enjoy that. This is something I can see myself, even if I wasn't planning on like eating around the world, stopping and picking up one of these to enjoy like partway through. It's a nice refreshing treat. The other item we have is the passion fruit mousse with dragon fruit jam. It's got really cute little, like a Mardi Gras inspired decor on it. The black pieces you see are actually the seeds from the dragon fruit. So that's pretty exciting. But I'm super excited to try it. It looks like it has a short bread base, kind of like those cookies we had with the strawberry cheesecake. Oh, it's literally like, hold on one moment. If you look at that cross section, you can see how it's got the jam in the middle. So we're gonna try it. Also excellent. There almost tastes like there's like maybe some white chocolate in there. Like that might be white chocolate right there. Interesting. I didn't obviously get to try the cookie because I couldn't break through it with a spoon. Shortbread cookie. Super delicious. If you love fruity things, you can't go wrong with this. And this is only $4.75. Not only is this fruity and refreshing and delicious and only $4.75, but this thing is really large. This is probably like a 6 by 6 inch plate, and this originally was like maybe 5 inches long, which for $4.75 is a really great deal. Those cavalcades, they're such an intimate setting and they're so fast that you don't have to worry about a crowd building up. But it's super great seeing our favorite friends, and yeah, love them. So from Mosaic Canteen in Morocco, I have the Maylok Blackberry Hard Cider. We love hard cider, so super excited to try this. This is actually only a 6-ounce pour, and it was only $4.50. Interesting. I really like it. Not super sweet, which I appreciate, but not super tart either. There's a nice bit of just like fruitiness in it, but it's not sweet or tart. It's just nice and even, which I really like. And for $4.50, this is a whole lot of hard cider. You could also get this in a 12-ounce pour for $8.50, which honestly I don't need a 12-ounce pour. 6 ounce just fine for me. Cheers. So we have the orange cake with cinnamon orange chocolate mousse. I will leave the actual name of this dish here because it's really hard to pronounce. It's like mousse couchou or something like that. I probably butchered that and I apologize if I did, but we are gonna try a bite. It's really neat. It's served on this, I think it's actually white chocolate right here, this little mosaic tile type thing. And there's a piece of candied orange on top as well. Oh, it's like a shell. And it's no longer pretty. So let's try it. It's definitely like a cinnamony chocolate. I'm not getting too much. Oh, there's the orange. I'm not getting a ton of orange in it though. I don't love orange and chocolate together, even though I know they're super popular. So I'm definitely not the right demographic for this. But it's definitely something unique that you wouldn't be able to find most other places. And this was $4.75 from Mosaic Canteen. So from Cuisine Classique, we have the Opera Cake, which is a almond jaconi, I butchered that, coffee buttercream, and a chocolate ganache. And it looks really good. I'm super excited to try it. This was $4.50, and it's a pretty good size. It's probably like 4 inches long, you think? Yeah, so we're gonna try a bite. Wow, do you see how easy that cut through? It's like a butter, well, maybe buttercream, but whoa, very coffee-ish. If you like coffee, try this, especially like coffee flavored desserts. Super good. This is $4.50 from Cuisine Classique that you can find just outside of Germany. So this is the lobster poutine from the refreshment pour. This is lobster with lobster bisque cheese, pickled jalapenos, and citrus cream, and french fries. So we're gonna try it. I kind of went back and forth on it because it is $10.50, but I passed this family who had it and they were like, this is our second one. Now it was a family of like 2 adults and 2 teens, so but that's a pretty good sign because I figured if they didn't like it, they would have had a hard time finishing one. So we're gonna try some. I don't like jalapenos, so I'm not gonna get any jalapenos on it, but I will try to get some Frenchy fries. Honestly, it's really good flavor. Like I said, I don't do jalapeno, so I don't have the jalapenos taste. But the lobster's really nice and tender. It's not seafoody. And it just goes really well together, honestly. And the citrus cream isn't super citrusy, but it's just a nice, like, additional side flavor. And this is $10.50 from the refreshment court. One thing to note, just because they're pickled jalapenos, doesn't make them any less spicy. Real spicy. Also, as much as I was like going back and forth on getting it, $10.50 for this dish is pretty good considering it's basically like a meal. Like I couldn't finish the fries. I mean, why would I want to eat the fries when I know how many lobster to top them with? But nonetheless, definitely worth $10.50 because it's definitely like a meal-sized portion. Now, if you're doing this to like snack around the world, don't do this as a snack around the world. This is a quick service meal in my personal opinion. Because this is part of the festival though, it isn't all the time, but if it was available all the time, it's a great quick service food option for Epcot and for those who love lobster. I mean, who doesn't love lobster? One other thing to say, if you are affected by caffeine or anything like that, you might not want to get the opera cake from Cuisine Classique later in the day. I don't know if the coffee buttercream actually has coffee in it. I'm assuming it does because I am shaking right now. Like, you can't really tell, but I like, yeah, I definitely feel affected by that coffee buttercream right now. So if you're affected, like if you can't handle a lot of caffeine, either skip the opera cake or get it like earlier in the day. This is the lemon soft serve from Decadent Delights. This is $5.25 and it comes with a waffle cone. Nice and tart. Tart, creamy, delicious, cold. Can't go wrong. One thing to note though, they do pour it into the cup and then just stick the waffle cone on top, so like it's just a lot easier to eat in Florida. Honestly, for $5.25, that ice cream was awesome. I got some and my fiance got some and it was enough for both of us. 2 people's worth of ice cream for $5.25 at Walt Disney World. I don't think you can go wrong with that. That wraps up our day here at Epcot at the Taste of the International Festival of the Arts. We had a great time. We got to try a bunch of things. Probably we'll be back before the festival ends. The festival runs through February 22nd. Leave any questions or comments you have down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow along on my social media. And as always, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys next time. And this is Bridgette's Buzz.